This looked like an ordinary American town, peaceful, quiet, and full of life. Families were finishing their day, completely unaware of what was happening beneath them. Children played outside, laughing with friends as another normal evening passed. Nothing seemed unusual, except for something no one could see. Deep below the streets, hidden under layers of earth, something had already begun. Far underground, a small fire slowly moved through darkness. Above the ground, life continued exactly as it always had. Inside homes, families gathered together, believing tomorrow would be just another day. But beneath those homes, abandoned tunnels stretched under the town. Forgotten places hidden deep underground still carried secrets of the past. Those tunnels had been silent for years, left behind, and mostly forgotten. Back then, Centralia looked like any other hard-working American town. Stores opened every morning, and neighbors greeted each other by name. Children rushed into school, while parents began another ordinary day. Coal miners returned home after long hours beneath the earth. For many families, coal wasn't just work, it was survival. Life felt stable, predictable, and safe for all in the town. People built friendships, memories, and entire lives in this town. To the people living there, Centralia was simply home. No one imagined that danger already existed beneath their feet. Hidden underground was a huge network of old mine tunnels. Some had been abandoned years earlier and slowly disappeared from memory. Most people rarely thought about what were buried beneath the town. But deep inside the darkness, something was beginning to change. A small glow slowly appeared, where there should have been only darkness. Then, in May of 1962, something happened near the town. Workers were cleaning a landfill area and burning trash nearby. And without anyone realizing it, tiny sparks may have reached the coal below. Those tiny sparks didn't disappear. Instead, they found something to feed on. The fire quietly moved through underground coal tunnels, hidden from everyone above. On the surface, life still looked normal, and nothing seemed out of place. Officials believed the problem could be solved before it became dangerous. Workers pumped water into the ground, hoping to stop the fire. Large machines dug through the earth, trying to block its path. Time, effort, and money were poured into stopping what was happening underground. But beneath them, the fire kept moving forward. It slipped through tunnels and coal seams, spreading deeper below the town. Then people began noticing something strange during winter. Snow covered the town, but some areas looked completely different. Certain patches stayed warm enough to melt the snow above them. Residents stopped and stared at steam rising from the ground. Smoke slowly escaped through cracks in roads and sidewalks. People gathered around, trying to understand what they were seeing. Inside homes, conversations became more serious and more worried. Some people watched through windows, unsure of what to think. Neighbors began discussing rumors and asking difficult questions. Some believed the danger was real and getting worse. Others thought people were becoming afraid. For no reason, the town slowly became divided as fear and uncertainty spread. But beneath every street and every home, the fire kept moving. Underground, the glow grew stronger and reached farther than before. Then came a day that would change everything forever. It was February of 1981, and 12-year-old Todd Domboski was outside. For Todd, it seemed like a completely normal day. Then suddenly, small cracks began, appearing beneath his feet. Without warning, the ground opened and swallowed him. The earth suddenly collapsed, and Todd disappeared into a deep sinkhole. Hot steam and dangerous gases rose from the darkness below him. For a terrifying moment, Todd held onto tree roots to stay alive. His life was hanging by only a few desperate seconds. Nearby, his cousin heard the screams and ran toward the scene. Hands reached toward the opening as panic spread around them. Thankfully, Todd was pulled out before it was too late. But everyone watching realized something disturbing. The danger beneath Centralia was no longer hidden. Soon, the story spread, far beyond town itself. Meetings were held, as officials and residents searched for answers. People listened carefully, hoping someone had a solution. But the reality facing them was becoming harder to ignore. The underground fire was not easy to stop, and officials began discussing an unthinkable possibility. Families might have to leave their homes forever. For many people, that felt impossible to accept, because a house is more than wood, walls, and windows. It holds memories, photographs, and moments from entire lifetimes. Still, some families slowly began packing their belongings. Cars pulled away, while people looked back, one last time. As more families left, the town began changing. Empty homes started appearing across once busy neighborhoods. The streets became quieter with every passing year. Schools that once held children slowly closed their doors. Local businesses shut down as customers disappeared. Entire parts of the town slowly became empty, and Centralia began fading away, one family at a time. As more people left, silence slowly took over the town. Cracks spread across roads, and strange heat still rose from below. Places that once held homes became empty spaces. At night, the town felt even more unsettling. Visitors who came here often described a strange feeling. Walking through Centralia no longer felt like visiting a normal place. Some people claimed they heard unusual sounds in the distance. Others saw smoke rising from unexpected places in the ground. Rumors slowly began mixing with reality. People started asking difficult questions about what had happened here. Could the disaster have been stopped much earlier? Did mistakes allow the fire to spread farther underground? No one had all the answers, but one thing was certain. The fire never stopped moving. Today, Centralia looks almost nothing like the town it once was. Most of the homes and buildings have disappeared. Nature slowly began reclaiming what people had left behind. Standing there today, it is difficult to imagine the past. Families once lived here and built their lives here. Children once ran through these streets every day. Now, most of those memories exist only in photographs. The town disappeared slowly, year after year. But deep beneath the ground, something remains. The underground fire is still burning even today. Experts believe it could continue burning for many years. And maybe the strangest question is this: if you knew a fire was moving beneath your town, how long would you stay?